Okay, today we have a boat trailer in for a little bit of repair. Let's show you what we are doing. This cross member seen better days, kind of rotted out in the middle there. This one too, I can see it's a little thin. The back one is good, so we're not going to address the back one, but this one's a little different. This job is actually for Dalton's dad. This is his bass boat trailer. It's a 94, and it's in pretty good shape for being a 94, but most boat trailers in general are built like garbage. I can see how that's if there's no drain in that, a lot of condensation can get, obviously you see in the crossbars here, can get in there and rot it away, which it did probably after years and years. But he actually did most of the prefab himself, which is pretty cool. Makes my job a little easier. But he made these right here at an angle, even painted everything. Kind of what we're gonna do here. There's gonna be a little work I need to do still, but kind of something like that. But it's just gonna go on the other side. Actually, here, I'll show you. Kind of something, if you can see, something like that. So we're gonna weld it in, and then he's got a little piece for the back. But this is what he wants to do. I think it'll work out just fine. And he's gonna repaint everything, and yeah, pretty much get to it. First order of business here, though, I am gonna weld this seam first, front and back. We'll weld the back, and then we'll sink a grinder in here, groove it out, and get a nice full pen weld on them, both of those. Once we get that done, I'll kind of show you what we got going on. I put a clamp on here. Oh, hold on, got a phone call. All right, got the welder all hooked up. We are gonna weld these seams out. All right, got that welded in. I'm gonna run a grinder through there, and we'll get a full pen weld. Hey, got me a nice new setup here. Got the old US General 34-inch bank from Harbor Freight, purple color. I'm a big purple fan. But pretty much got all my welding stuff I need in here. These aren't cigars, they're just my MIG tips. But my Welpers, a couple tungsten grinders, all my TIG stuff, kind of just anything that was in that old box I had. This is grinders, grinding wheels, all that good stuff. Some layout tools, respirator when I need it. clamps and such, squares, my MIG wire, flux core wire, some stick rods, my spool gun, and then the bottom's a bigger drawer, so I keep my anything I need. Actually, I need this right now, but yeah, pretty much you know, that's what I got. I like it. The other box I just, you know, didn't really do well on the driveway, being a gravel driveway, so it is what it is. I like these boxes. It moves around easy. I'm actually gonna build a cart for the MIG welder. I'm actually going to film it because it's going to be pretty epic, just the proportion. This is 2-inch socket welds you find out in pipe fitting jobs that I have left over. Let's just say we're going to use a lot of this to make legs and big pneumatic casters. It's going to be a pretty sweet build, so I'm actually going to film it, make a video about it, but set the prime weld on it, and if I ever get another MIG, I'll make a bottom shelf to do that. But the TIG welder, it's going to live underneath the table now, as you guys can see. It's kind of very cluttered right now, but it's going to live there. Most of the time when I'm TIG welding, I'm doing it on the bench, so I don't really need it on a cart. I could just hook the argon up with a long hose. I don't really mind. So, but I got to grind this out, and we'll get this thing welded on the trailer soon. All right, I got to grind this primer off. He primed it, I guess. Well, yeah, he primed it so it would help stop the rusting on the original metal here, but he kind of marked everything out for me, so I know where to hit it with the flat disc. So I got both of them to do. I got the pieces ready to go, and yeah, I'll show you what's going on. All right, you guys can kind of see what we're working with here. It's pretty bad. So we're pretty much just bracing this, putting this nice thick angle iron over it, which should do the job. You know, it's up here is still very sturdy, very sturdy. It's just the middle part, you know, where these go. So it's gonna all tie in very well. You know, ideally you would want to cut this all out, make a new one, but sometimes you just do what you need to do. This is what he wants. This is how it's going to work, and it'll work just fine, you know. So let's get the tacking. All right, I got a bunch of tacks on here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to weld anything in the middle here, which we kind of knew because that's very, very thin. This tube in general is really, really thin. So I might have to just kind of go around and spot weld the whole thing, but we'll run a couple beads, see how it does, and we got to put a little piece on the back here he wants, which is fine, cover up the rust, and yeah, we'll take it from there. All right, that turned out pretty good, actually. I was able to get spot welds in here, just on, off, on, off, on, off, even when it was really thin. So these were glued in pretty hot. Got them, did the bottom first, but you can't really get a weld all the way through. Kind of stopped right there because I started blowing through. It's really thin on the bottom, but that'll work. The front's good. There's a plate that goes right here. Let me see if we can get that. All right, I got a little bit left to do. I got that last back brace to do right behind this axle, which should be fun. But pretty much that's good. I mean, this one laid in really nice. I was able to weld the whole thing. Nice welds all the way around that. Got them down here. Look at that one. That's a nicey. And then this is what he wanted here, so I probably would have made a whole thing to do, but I think he wants it so that water doesn't stay in there, which is fine. That's just added support. So we left it like that. I did get a weld all the way up top when I thought I couldn't, but the metal is thick enough to weld to it. So the old prime weld's doing good. We're pretty much wrapped up with this, so let me finish this and we'll kind of close it out. I'd say that's in there pretty well. And that's the last weld on this one, so let's clean up. Who's that? Who's that? Are you Willie? Hey. Hey. What, you don't like this thing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that, a camera? Get your Frisbee. Go get it. Don't be shy. She's a little shy on the camera. All right, guys, that job's done. Everything's up to par here of how he wanted it, so he'll come get this in a little bit. All right, guys, that's a wrap on this one. It's all done. Everything's patched up how he wanted it. He, like I said, he prefabbed everything, brought it to me. I pretty much just cleaned everything off, welded it on, so that's how he wanted it. That's what we're giving him. And yeah, this trailer should last them a while. This trailer is like 32 years old. The boat's 1992, I believe. It's a nitro, I want to say. If anyone knows anything about bass fishing, it's a really nice boat. I've gone fishing on it a few times with him. We actually did a couple bass tournaments together because we're both pretty big into bass fishing. So, a little fact that maybe some of you didn't know. But yeah, that's it. He doesn't want me to paint nothing. He's gonna strip all these three of these cross members down and then give him a nice coat himself back when he brings it home. So I pretty much just got to weld it. He's going to come get it today or tomorrow. And yeah, that's job well done. Easy, quick one. And if you guys are not subscribed, I would, because I'm like 80 subscribers away to 10,000. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, share it, tell your friends to subscribe, because I am doing some sort of giveaway at 10,000. I'm not sure yet. Kind of thinking about doing some sort of giveaway, a nice one. Should be pretty good. I'm not, like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to give away yet, but I'll think of something. So make sure you're subscribed. Watch my next video. I think by the time my next video drops, I'll probably hit 10,000. Probably maybe explain a little bit in that video. But we'll catch you guys on the next video, next job. Keep on doing your thing. Go get that side work, and yeah, see you later.